I'm Sam Wood with Big Time Bowfishing. My bowfishing career has spanned almost 3 decades, and during that time I've traveled around the country and shot lots of tournaments, taken some record book fish, made a couple DVDs, and I'm also a bowfishing guide. So newcomers to the sport usually have lots of questions for me. Probably the question that gets asked the most is, why do I keep shooting over the top of the fish? Well, that's due to something called light refraction. Light refraction is the bending of light when it hits water. If you take and stick your finger in a glass of water, it looks bent. Same concept when you're bowfishing, except for it takes a fish that's deep and makes it look shallower. Therefore, you always got to aim low in order to hit the fish. Now, how low do you aim? That's another question that gets really hard to answer. And that's because there's so many variables. And some of the variables are you shooting in 2 feet of water, or are you shooting in 4 feet of water? Is it 10:30 in the morning and the sun's right here at your back? Or is it 12 o'clock noon and the sun's right over the top of your head? Is it a cloudy day? Is it a sunny day? Are you shooting during the day, or are you shooting at night? So with all them variables, it's real hard to just tell somebody, all you got to do is aim 3 inches low, 6 inches low, or a foot low. This question was brought up to some folks at October Mountain Products, and they came up with their own answer. And that answer was the Light Strike laser bowfishing sight. This thing is engineered to the hilt. It's made out of aluminum so it doesn't bend or break. It's got a lot of adjustments in windage and elevation, so it's easy to sight in. They put a touchpad trigger on it, so you don't need to leave the laser on all the time. Just when you draw back your bow and see a fish, you push the button and the laser comes on. The other thing they did is they turned the laser green. And what that did is it made it a lot easier to see that laser beam during the day. In fact, if you're shooting in cloudy or stained water, a little bit of muddy water, the beam will actually, as soon as it hits the water, it turns into a line. And it bends with the light. Due to light refraction, it'll bend. So all you got to do is put that beam on the fish and shoot, and it hits right where you're aiming. You don't have to get it on the fish and then aim low, aim low, aim low, because it already takes up and already accounts for the light refraction and bends with the light. So wherever that beam is, that's all you got to do. At night, the laser beam is really, really bright. And it bends at night, but not as much as it does during the day due to the fact there's not as much light at night as there is during the day. So the refraction is a lot less. We wanted to go out and shoot a bunch of fish with this thing and show you how it really works. But it's mid-February here in Wisconsin, and the fish, there's not a whole lot of them around. In fact, it's even harder to find open water. But we do have a spot that had some open water, and we took and we painted a 2-liter soda bottle white, and we put that down in the water to imitate a fish, and we got some video. But what else that helped us do is it kind of controlled the environment a little bit, and we were able to sync our cameras and get some underwater footage. And you're going to see just how intense this beam is under the water, and you're going to see that line. So sit back and we'll show you that stuff right now. Okay, we're out here today. We're going to show you the daytime use of the Light Strike laser bowfishing sight. We're going to show you how this green beam works. We have our 2-liter soda bottle here painted white to simulate a fish. As you can see the green dot on there. We're going to take a shot here. Now, as you can see, took care of the light refraction. Everything, we got the 2-liter bottle hit right in the center. There it is. Light Strike laser bowfishing sight, daytime use. Alright, we're out here tonight. We're going to show you the Light Strike laser bowfishing sight made by October Mountain Products. We're going to do a little nighttime footage here. As you can see, it's a pretty intense beam. And we got a little white jug that's going to imitate a fish. You can see there's not a whole lot of refraction here at night. That's because we don't have that high sunshine and everything like you would during the day. So the beam is a little bit straighter. So we'll give her a shot here. You can see it's right on. Back out there. Give it a sink. Yeah. Now we got a hole in it, it doesn't want to sink. We'll just, Corey, why don't you run out there and sink that jug, and we'll get some underwater footage. Okay, we got our jug sunk here again. We're gonna give it another shot here, and we're gonna try to get some underwater footage too here.
Another hit. This thing is awesome for the beginners. Alright, that's the Light Strike laser bow fishing site. Shooting out here at night. We'd like to try to show you some fish, but the temperature and everything's not cooperating, so we're just going to show you that and get a pretty good idea of what it's all about when you shoot the laser sight at night here. So, alrighty, that's it.
Thanks for your interest in the Light Strike laser bow fishing site. If you'd like to purchase this site or any of the other gear you see me use, go to my pro shop at bigtimebowfishing.com. While you're there, check out our guided trips, magazine articles, pictures, and lots of great how-to videos. And if you have any questions, comments, or stories you'd like to share, go to our discussion group, bowfishingforum.com. Again, that's bigtimebowfishing.com and bowfishingforum.com. Thanks again.